Hello friends, welcome you all in lecture series Manufacturing Technology. I am Amit Tiwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Suresh Gyanvyar University, Jaipur. Today we start the second unit and the lecture first. The topic is Introduction of Metal Joining Processes. So let's start. The objective of this lecture is to impart knowledge on various advancement welding processes so that the student can apply them in engineering industry applications. Second objective of this lecture is to develop the knowledge on the design of welded joint and the quality control of weldment. Outcomes of these lectures are, at the end of this lecture, the student will be able to knowledge of solid state welding process for engineering applications. The student will be able to understand the fundamental principles of special arc welding processes. And a student will be able to understand the knowledge of plasma arc in metal joining and cutting processes. So the first question arises in your mind, that is what is a welding, first of all, because the topic is introduction of a metal joining process, so in which the term it indicated metal joining. The metal joining, they are the various method for joining the metals with the different type of techniques we adopted for joining any metal or non-metal or dissimilar metals or similar metal or similar property or non-similar property. So they are the various types of we can say that techniques are now developed for joining the metal. So it is where the most popular technique which we adopted in very long time and continuously we use for that, it is welding. Then the what is welding? The first is when we saw that the welding, and then after that we will be discussing of some welding parameters and some different types of weldings we have and some for joining the purpose. So first of all, what is welding? The welding, it is the method of joining metals by applications of heat without the use of solder or any other metal or allowing having a low metal melting point than the metal being joined. So the line indicate that, and to repeat once again, that it is the method of joining metals by applications of heat without the use of solder or any other metal or alloy having a lower melting point than the metal being joined. So what we said, that is whenever you want to join a metal, the metal is a technique, that is, or we can say application of the heat, application of heat, and without the use of solder and with the other any type of metal alloy have a low melting point that we melt for use for the joining. Or we can say that another word as welding is defined as a localized condensate of metal wherein the condensate is obtained by heating to suitable temperature with or without the application of pressure and with or without the use of filler material, or we can say filler metal. So generally, what happens in the welding? Whenever you are, you know that there are two pieces of break with the application of some forces and maximum stresses are generated at the end of their break. The two divided the two part for the single rod, or you want to join together once again for continuously using this type of metal and for your application. So we are generally adopted the welding for joining the two metals. Okay. So in this welding, what we do, the application of it, with the application of it or without the solder or with the help of solder. Without a solder, that means if the solder are not available, then we select those type of alloy or metal whose have a low melting point than the metal being used. So it is very useful if the solder are not available, then we use those type of metal point, those which is used for the purpose of welding. So we select the below the melting point of that particular material for use for the this application of metal joining. So I hope you understand what is welding. I'm just once again I'm just repeating. Welding is a method of joining the application of heat without the use of solder or any other metal or alloy having a low melting point than the metal being joined. There is another also method, that is soldering and brazing. First of all, we understand what is soldering. It is a process of joining two pieces of metal with a different fusible metal applied in a molten state. The fusible metal is called a solder. This we can say that is also another method of joining the two metals, but in which what happens is the difference between the fusible metal applied and the molten metal. The fusible metal is known as the solder. That's why we are selecting for the solder for the particular operation. We can say that this is a soldering operation. Or in case of brazing, what happens? It is a process of joining two metal with low melting point metal. Brazing, it is a process of joining two metal pieces in which a non-ferrous alloy is introduced in the liquid state between the pieces to be joined and allowed to solidify. So generally we used for in brazing case, the ferrous alloy, non-ferrous alloy we are required for converting the liquid state and to join the metal together. So in the case of solid state, we use the fusible metal, and in the case of brazing metal, we required non-ferrous metal for the joining. And in the simple welding, we require the solder, or without the solder, with the help of this, we will be join the metal process. Now, there are some advantages of welding are as follows. First is a large number of metal or alloy, both similar and dissimilar, can be joined by welding. It is a very good advantage because there is not a specification for the dissimilar metal. If you want to join in some specific process you adopted, or if you want to some similar metal you want to welding, then the other process you will adopt. It is no difference. There is no requirement. We both similar and dissimilar. We can say that the alloy or metal we joined with the help of the welding. It is a very good, and for this feature, the welding will be a good advantages. Welding can join workpiece through sport. Welding can join workpiece through spots as continuous pressure tight, seam, and to end in a number of other configurations. Second point indicate that welding can workpiece through the sports. So there are some sports are joined for the welding, or that applying the some continuous pressure for the seams and end to end of the number of the configurations would be how much length you want to weld welding, and at the time you just keep it the solder to that particular point, and just feed to the at a certain time that you are having the end of the welding portion. So these are the some also good advantages. Third one is a good weld is as strong as the base metal. A good weld is a strong as the base metal. It is the most important. A good metal, a good weld is a strong as the base metal we required. First of all, that is for the good. We can say the strong or because high strength we require. Fourth is welding permit considerable freedom in design. Welding permit considerable freedom in design. Fifth one is general welding equipment is not very costly. Yes, it is that it is very easy and does not have too much required any cost for welding. It is depending upon the area of we required for manufacturing. That's the time of and we required for the which type of welding we want to do or a particular operation to perform. So for that, it is not very costly. It is easily available in everywhere, and we can say that it is a very not effective, easy to cost, and very fast type of technique we adopted for the general welding technique. Sixth one is portable welding equipment are available. Yes, absolutely. If you want to fabricate any type of and you doing some, we can say that a welding requirement, then what we do, that some portable welding equipments are available. You can put on your bag, and we can say that you can run move one place to another. This is also possible. That's why it is a good advantages. Seventh is the welding results in a good saving of material and reduce labor content of production. 7 point indicate that the welding reduced in a good saving of material. That will that yeah, suppose if your road, if you suppose if you the road you use for that for beam as a part of beam, then what we do the suppose for the some sudden pressure and the road break, then you do not use the net new road as be used as a welded this type of road, and with the help of this you will reduce the saving the material or will reduce the labor content of the production. 8 point is lower manufacturing cost. Yes, obviously, because the welding is not a required very high manufacturing cost. It is a low manufacturing cost. It is easily you will be done with the help of some material if have of joining. Ninth is welding is also used for a method for repairing broken, worn, or defective or metal parts. Due to this, the cost of reinvestment can be avoided. So welding are just used for the repairing the many type of part, broken part, worn part, defective part, metal part, or any type of the correct are found at surface, and you want to join with the for preventing the break. So this is also done by the welding. Obviously, if there are advantages and there are also some disadvantages of welding. So the disadvantages are as follows. First is welding results in residual stresses and distortion of the workpiece. Welding results in residual stresses and distortion of the workpiece. Second is welding heat produce metallurgically change. The structure of the welded just is not the same as that a part of iron metal. Yeah, this is some disadvantage when you are doing an welding or that particular metal to join together, and during the welding you found that due to the more heating application, the metallurgical structure are changes. Due to this, what happened that you can remove some elements. If you check the chemical composition of before the welded use and after the welding, you will check the chemical composition of some metal or alloy. You will change the. You will found that some changes are to be found in the metal or alloy, because due to heating there are some elements are we can say burn and not present in the after the welding. That is the disadvantages of welding also. So third point is the jig and feature are generally required to hold and position the part to be welded. Obviously, without a jig and feature, if you are doing a welding, then it's very difficult and very dangerous to be welded for that person who are doing the welding for the material, because the jig and feature are the supporting elements and required for the fix the position of the part to be welded. Fourth point is a welded joint for many reasons. A welded joint for many reasons need stress relief heat treatment. If you want to welded joint for any reason that you need to do stress relief heat treatment for the improving the quality of the material or improve the strength of the material, because generally what happens if you the material already break and you doing the welding for regain the use of that particular material. So after the welding, what happens? The strength of the material will be sometime be loose or be low, be occur. Then if you are again use that material who are welding already, then it easily to break, because sometimes there are too much stresses are act on that particular area of the welded area, and it may be chances that break this part again, and which is not desirable for the good machining. So whenever you are doing any welding, you must be reminded not too much welding at that particular point you will do, but you have to change the metal if your requirement for the good purpose. Fifth point is welding results in residual stresses and distortion of the workpiece. Welding results and residual stresses and the distortion of the workpiece are the some we can say that residual stresses are more generated due to the application of too much amount of heat at a particular area, and as well as the distortion, the burning of workpiece will be chances if they are not properly doing if we do not require a skill level, it will be sometimes that your surface will be burned and not look like a good quality. So this is also disadvantage of welding, because it requires some skill level. The last point is that you can see here that for a production of a good welding job, a skilled worker we must be required. This is most important. And the welding give out a harm radiation, light from and sputter. Obviously, that welding after doing the welding time, there are some light are spread out from that your point of contact between the two material. But the why because the solder are just melt and for giving the too much height, which is if you are just doing a welding with the naked eyes and do not wear we can say the mask, or we can wear a spectre, then there is some time of glasses that will be happen that your eyes will be just have some injury will be occur because at that time too much amount of radiations are removed which will be harmful for our eyes. Now there are some applications of welding. This is the welding processes finding weight application in almost all branches of industry and construction. Expensively employed in the fabrication of firstly structural member of bridge and buildings, etc. Generally, the welding are generally used at the application is where bridges are of fabrication or just building are starting to fabricate, where the applications of welding are must be required. Second is the vessels of welded plate construction. Example is steel reservoir, boiler, pressure vessel tank, and pipeline, etc. Third one is concrete reinforcement, chief mean of fastening panel and member together into the automobile body and in the aviation industry are required for the machine. Classification of welding processes. The welding processes may be classified are as follows. First is pressure welding, are classified into two subparts, that is force welding and resistance electric welding. Where the resistance electric welding are divided into the six parts. First is build welding, second is flash welding, third is spot welding, fourth is seam welding, fifth is projection welding, and the sixth is Prosciutto welding. These all other types of welding are under the category of resistance electric welding, and the forge welding and resistance electric welding are the part of pressure welding. Second type of welding is fusion welding, where the gas welding and the electric arc welding are the part of the fusion welding. And in electric arc part, there are sub type of weldings are as follows. First is a metallic arc welding. Second is a carbon arc welding. Third is atomic hydrogen welding. And fourth is shielded arc welding. And the third one also the part of the fusion welding, that is a thermite welding. So these gas welding, electric arc welding, and thermal welding are the part of the fusion welding. Now the third type of welding techniques are adopted nowadays. That is a modern or miscellaneous welding type. So the following points are as follows. First is tungsten inert gas welding, or we can also say the gas tungsten arc welding. Second is metal inert gas welding, MIG welding we can say. Third is submerged arc welding. Fourth is electro slag and electro gas welding. Fifth is electron beam welding. Sixth is ultrasonic welding. Seventh is plasma arc welding. Eighth is laser beam welding. Ninth is friction welding. 10th is explosive welding. 11th is diffusion welding. 12th is induction welding. 13th is cold welding. 14th is steady arc welding. And the last 15th is hydrodynamic welding. So these all are the 15 types of welding are under the category of modern or miscellaneous welding type. So first of all, I'm just introduced regarding the second point, that is the welding process may be also classified as follows. First point, they are solid state welding process, where are the sub type of weldings are as follows. First is forge welding, second friction welding, explosive welding, ultrasonic welding, and diffusion welding are these are the five type of welding are under the part of solid state welding process. Second is liquid state of fusion welding process, where there are also the five type of welding are as follows. That is gas welding, electric arc welding, TIG welding, resistance welding, and thermite welding. So these five type of welding are under the category of liquid state or fusion welding processes. Third welding is that type of welding process are solid liquid state bonding process. First is soldering and second is brazing. So these are the some welding processes are classified as follows. Now the time to understand what is the forge welding and what are the advantages and limitations of forge welding. So what is forge welding? It is in this method. In this method of welding, the surface to be joined are heated in an open heat furnace until the welding temperature of metal, which is below its melting point. The blacksmith will judge with the temperature by the color of the metal, which may be between the red hot and the white hot. The parts are then placed on an anvil and hammered together In these welding processes, there is a risk for oxide and other inclusion when the metal is heated in an open fire. An accurate judgment of the temperature is called for it. The surface of metal is not to be changed. Modern alloy steel can be run by injudicious heating. So where we can found that this type of welding are generally in the case of forge welding, and the advantages are inexpensive equipment and the semi-skilled operations required for that. Limitations is poor joint strength in this welding, labor intensive process and low production cost because that there is not generally popular for that weak skill the labor are required, very rare case. Third one is the weld quality depending on operating skill. Welding quality is depending on totally on the operating skill of the labor we use for that for the purpose of welding, forge welding. And the fourth is it can be used only when the hammering is possible. So it is used for the hammering of possible. You just see in this diagram. This is the forge welding and the application of forge welding are as now as follows. You can understand with the help of the diagram that is if you want to join this two metal or we can say two rod, then you first to be you keep this two metal into the furnace for the melting. When the color of this are change of that particular welded area, then keep one place to another the two rod and just use for the hammer for just hammering them and to apply some forces and that you can see here this these two area are joined together after a certain time. You can so this type of welding are nowadays we use for before the many type of inventions are not occur. So maximum time that you will be observed that before we use this type of welding operations for that particular if you want to join two metal if the break. So you can see also diagram in the this section here, top section. If you want to join these two metal, you will just heating the two workpiece and join together. After that, you will use the hammer and after that applying the hammer, you will found that these two metal are joined together. So it is also happening in the rail section. You if you break this the rail section and you want to join together and by this you will apply the hammer at that particular area after heating and you will find that this section will be joined. So these are some applications and how the working of forge welding are done. So that is we can say that whenever first you want to burn this two rod and burn at when the melting point just below the melting point it reaches and it convert the color reddish blue or white color. So at the time you join together and we can use the hammer and put the hammer in continuously until the this two joint are not converted into the single rod. So these are the some advantages of forge welding. Second is the resistance arc welding are now very popular. In this type method of cutting two pieces of metal by the passing of an heavy electric current while the surface are pressed together, the fusion temperature is obtained by placing the surface to be joined in contact with another one and passing a current of 2 or 2 tight volt, that is we can set a passing of current of 2 to 8 volt at a high amperage to them. The heat is developed around the point to which they touch, forcing them together by pressing. Apply the mechanical pressure is applied at the point. At the same time, switch off the current completely are welded. So we can say that a special feature of reinforcement metal is the rapid heating of the surface being welded if 100 of the second. Due to the application of the current of high amperage, successful operation of the resistance welding processes depend upon correct application and proper controlling of the following factors. The following factors are as follows: welding current, welding pressure, time of application, cycle time. That is the some following under the time of application, that is the weld time, sequence of forge time, hold time, and off time. And the fourth one is contact area of electrode. Now we should know what is the electrode. The electrode is resistance welding should have a higher electrical conductivity as well as higher hardness. Electrode is in resistance welding should have higher electrode conductivity as well as higher hardness. Steel through strong do not have conductivity required for the electrons. Hence, copper in alloy form of general use for making electrons. Pure copper is pure in mechanical properties. Copper chromium 0.5 to 1% alloy have the highest electrical conductivity with the moderate strength and are used for the welding non-ferrous materials such as aluminum and magnesium alloy. Copper chromium 0.5 to 0.8% alloy have slightly lower electrical conductivity than the above but better mechanical strength. These are used for resistance welding of low strength steel such as weld steel and low alloy steel. So you are just to understand what is the we can say that how we can achieve the resistance welding, arc electric welding. That is the you can see here. If these are the some cylindrical part and you want to, these are the some sheet. We can say this is a aluminum sheet for example, or steel sheet. You want to join like a cylinder. So what happens is this is a welded roller. These two welded roller are pressed in between the this sheet are pressed together and just apply them certain forces with the help of electric arc, electric pressure and the current are just running on the surface. And you can see here this continuously tube are travel roller are travel just like that this pattern and you must be in the diagram this all welded area where we want to weld it join together. And you can say this type of welding are now very popular because if you want to join just welded sheet, so how it possible you can possible by this resistance welding, resistance electric welding. So these are some example of resistance electric welding and then generally be used for the purpose of joining the time of sheets with the application of without application of electrode or because we use with generally the welded roller. And the welded roller continuously run with a certain RPM and passing the electric current for this sheet and this electric current is now used to help joining the metal. Now, what are the advantages? The advantages are as follows: the heat is localized, action is rapid, and no filler metal is needed. So, it is the most advantageous line that is heat is localized, action is rapid, and no filler metal is needed. Second is the operation require little skill and can be easily mechanized, and automated. Third one is a high degree of reliability and reproductivity can be achieved. Fourth is very well suited for mass production owing to high production rate. Fifth is very economical process. And sixth one is it is a possible to weld this similar metal to as well as the metal plated or different thickness. Seventh is heating of workpiece is confirmed to a very small part which requires in less distance. These are some advantages of resistance electric welding, and the advantages or limitations are as follows again. It is one first is high cost of equipment are required because it is very rapidly not we use just because for special cases if you want to weld some sheet metal and convert into cylindrical part with the help of joining together the edges. So we require this type of a welding. So that's why it is very high cost of equipment. Second is certain resistance weld process are limited only to lap point. Third one is we can say that the various resistance welding process are as follows for the condition of lap joint and butt joint. There are two type of joint. So in the lap joint, we use the resistance seam welding, resistance spot welding, resistance projection welding, and resistance butt welding. So these all are the welding are under the category of lap joint used, where the lap joint are used in this type of welding, and in the butt joint we can say that upset welding and flash butt welding are used for the butt joint we have here used for the welding. First of all, I'll introduce the resistance spot welding. In resistance spot welding, what happens? You can see this diagram generally. Resistance spot welding are consisting of one transformer, and main supply are supply for the electric current passing to the water electrode. You can see here these are the water cooled electrode are here, and the plate to be welded. You can see here these two unplated be weld together. This certain point, and these are the clamp. These are the clamp are hold together this two welded tool. And what happened this plate, if you want to join, then weld it's just suitable, just place in the surface of in between the two clamp, where we want to current supply with the main supply, and current passes to the electric current water cool electrode, and just providing this particular area to electrode to passing the current both the cases. And this electric spark are passing together, and just where the point we want to melt, we want to join, here the spark are generated, and this section are welded after that. So these are the now very popular for joining the plate, where the plate sheet plate are used. Sheet metal type plates are be used for join together, and it is not possible with the help of electric arc welding or any other type of welding. So for this we will use for that such type of invention are now are currently very popular for joining the two plates together with the help of electric arc welding, spot welding. The requirement of this electric current, that is 3000 ampere to 40,000 ampere, depending upon the material being welded and their thickness. Modern equipment for spot welding is computer controlled by the optimum timing of current and pressure, and a spot welding gun manipulated by the programmable tool. The steel, brass, copper, and light alloy can be joined by this method, which form a cheap and satisfactory situation or substitutions for the riveted. The area of fusion of each spot weld, in fact, is approximately equal to the cross-sectional area of the rivet, which will be employed for a similar gauge or material. So you can see in this diagram that is very popular, and again I'm just saying it for the passing the electric current, and the electric current passes to the this water cooled electrode, and they're converting this electric current to the transfer to the current with a huge high spark generated, and therefore joining this loose area we can spark this particular area and join the metal together. The advantages are a high production rate. Second is a very economical process. Third is a high skill not required. Fourth is more suitable for welded sheet metals. The limitations are suitable for thin sheet only, and high equipment cost be required, because the very high current be required for the charges of the current are taken to be high equipment required. Second is resistance seam welding are generally, I'm just showing you the figure, you can see like this. What happened in this? Seam welding is an analogous to spot welding, with the difference the electrode are in the form of roller, and the work move in direction perpendicular to the roller wheels axis. The current is interrupted and 300 to 1500 times a minute to give a series of overlapping spot welding. The welding is usually done under the water to keep the heating of the welding roller and the work to be minimized, and then thus we can give her the lower roller maintenance and less distortion of the work. And the range of the current are as that is 2000 to 5000 ampere, while the force applied to the roller may be as a high 5 kilonewton to 6 kilonewton, and the welding speed is approximation, that is 1.5 meter per minute for the thin sheet. So these are some applications of resistance seam welding, that is it is employed on many type of pressure light or leak proof tank, for oil switches, transformers, refrigerator, evaporators, condenser, aircraft tanks, paint, and we can say warm container. So these are the applications of resistance spot welding. And now how it is worked, because we know that electric resistance spot welding are also similar to the resistance seam welding, because what happened is in which the alternate current is supplied is a main supply, and supply upper part and lower part, you can say this, you can supply the roller, and the roller are just moving to with the help of electric current, and continuously we can put the two joining plate, whatever the plate we are joining, and the roller are continuously force apply and the electric current and the 1.5 meter per minute speed are running of the roller, and the 5 to 6 kilonewton forces applied to joining this type of welding are done. With the help of this diagram, you can must be understand the resistance seam welding, the principle of basic seam welding. So these are the now also very popular for joining this type of metal. We have a very thin plate or we required for the purpose of a huge type of element we required for purpose. That is to be welding for without any burning, or we can say without any wastage of any other material. We use such type of welding and now it is very popular. Second, resistance is projection welding. That is, we can also effect a form of a multi-spot welding in which a number of welds are met simultaneously, and the pieces to be welded are arranged between the two plates electrode and which exert pressure are the as the current flow. We can say that some applications are as follows: the process in which the chief to join pressing together, since it is a very relative simple to make the repressed load tools or the productions are produced during the main forming operation in the press. So the material like brass and aluminum cannot be projection welded satisfactorily. The same principle is used in the cross welding for a number of wires or rod to be made to mesh. So that's the application. Now see the working. Again, the fundamental are same as compared to the resistance project welding are also same as the resistance seam welding and spot welding. So the projection welding might happen. These are the you can see a supply and it is a transformer. You can supply the current at the transformer and the transformer supply the current to the fixed pattern. These are you can see fixed the pattern here, and some welding pressure are applied for inserting the insert the two welding joint we want to weld in a particular area. So these are the production your type of you can just mention here, and just to place together and for joining you can apply some pressure and cause an electric current. With the help of this type of production step will be made welded. Now is the time to ask some multiple choice questions regarding to the today lecture. What you learn from the this resistance spot welding, resistance seam welding, resistance protection welding. So the first question arrive is which kind of resistance is expressed is upset butt welding. So the options are electric resistance, magnetic resistance, thermal resistance, and air resistance. The correct answer of this question is A, that is electric resistance or the kind of resistance is experienced in upset butt welding. Second is which of the following can be easily be welded from flash butt welded process. The options are A, tin, B, lead, C, cast iron, D, carbon steel. So the correct answer of this question is D. Carbon steel can be easily be welded from flash butt welded processes. Third question is in resistance welding, metal part is contacted or permanently joined by heating them. Options are with an electric current, B by welding electrode, C by pressure, D none of the above. So the correct option and the answer of this question is A with an electric current. So we can say that in a resistance welding metal part and contact are permanently joined by heating them with an electric current. With the use of electric current, you will be know that the resistance welding are operated for the steam welding and pressure welding and we can say the spot welding. All are be required for permanent joint with the application of the electric current. Fourth is resistance welding is widely used for the options are A. Manufacturing of steel pipe, B. Assembly of bodies for automobiles, C. Both option A and B, and D. None of the above. So the correct answer of this question is C. Both A and B are the correct answer of this question. That is the manufacturing of steel pipe and assembly of best, we can say that the automobile bodies, all are this type of resistance welding is widely used for that application. Fifth question is resistance spot welding typically employ electrically power in a form of, the options are A, direct current, B, alternative current, C, medium frequency half wave direct current, and D, all of the above. So the correct options and the correct answer of this question is D, all are the above. That is, the resistance spot welding widely employ electric power in the form of electric current also, dielectric current also, and medium frequency half wave direct current are also used for the resistance spot welding. So all the options are correct. That is the question of this question. The answer is D, all of the above. Sixth is, which of the following is true for seam welding? A is, the electrodes are often disc shaped. B, electrodes rotate as the material passes between them. C, the electrode are usually made up from the copper, and the option D is all of the above. So the correct answer of this question is D, all of the above. So the question, that is the, what is the true statement of the seam welding? All the statements are same, because in the seam welding you must be electrode are often disc shaped. Yes, it is disc shaped of electrode are used for the seam welding. Second is electrode rotate as a material passes between them. Yes, this is also happening in the seam welding. And third one is the electrode are usually made up of copper. So it is also a right condition for the seam welding. So for the, we can say that all the above conditions are connected. So that all of the above, that is answer number D is correct. Seventh is, the voltage used in resistance welding is generally kept between, the question, the voltage used in resistance welding is generally kept between, the options are 4 to 12 volts, B, 12 to 20 volts, C, 20 to 28 volts, and D, 28 to 36 volt. The correct answer of this question is A, that is 4 to 12 volts, and generally the voltage used in the resistance welding is generally about the 4 to 12 volts as heavy in the resistance welding. Eighth is, the voltage needed in resistance welding does not happen upon, options are A, composition, B, area, C, thickness of weld, and D, length of weld. So correct answer of this question is D, the length of weld. We can say that the voltage needed in resistance welding does not depending upon the length of weld. It is the correct answer. Ninth is, which of the following is not a resistance welding? So the conditions are A, spot welding, B, butt welding, C, pressure welding, D, viscous welding. So the correct answer of this question is answer C, that is pressure welding is not a resistance welding except all spot welding, butt welding and viscous welding. And the last question is 10th is, the resistance welding process suitable for welding ferrous and non-ferrous metal up to 8 mm thickness is, the options are A, spot welding, B, projection welding, C, butt welding, and D is pressure welding. And the correct answer of this question is A, that is spot welding. We can say that used for the resistance welding process suitable for welding ferrous and non-ferrous metal up to 8 mm thickness is spot welding are used generally for that. So it is over this lecture, and at the end I'm just giving some the overview, that is whenever you are joining any two metal or dissimilar metals, the welding is a good option. In welding, there are so many types of welding are as follows. It is a little part I'm discussing today because there are so many type of welding are as follows in the welding section. So we will discuss in the next lecture. Today we are discussing about some that is resistance welding, spot welding, seam welding, precision welding. So these all are the welding are generally be used for with the application of the electric current, and we can say some forces are applied or with the between the two material, and they are and we use for the forge welding. We are also discussed today with the helping of the hammer we used to hammering the between the two melted metal and join together. These are some techniques we use for the welding with the use of filler and without the use of the filler material. We can without use of solder with the help of the heating application or the pressure application of the two metal will be joined with the help of the certain type of techniques are discussing today. So and I'm just preferring some textbook for understanding the metal joining process unit 2. You will prefer this type of book, the principle of manufacturing and we can say materials and processes, written by the James S. Campbell, written by the Tata McGill publisher. Second, manufacturing technology, foundry, forming and welding, written by the M.J. Rao by Tata McGill publisher. Third one is the production engineering sciences, written by P.C. Pandey and C.K. Singh, written by this author and from the Standard Publisher Limited. Fourth is manufacturing technology, written by the R.K. Rajput from the Lakshmi publication, and last one is manufacturing technology once again by P.N. Rao author from Tata McGill publisher. These all are the publisher very popular with the providing us some important notes. So you will be made up by these books to be prepared. I hope you today you are enjoying and you understand the process of welding and the different types of seam welding, resistance welding, sports welding, and we can say production welding, forge welding, and today discuss. We will discuss some different type of welding in the next lectures. Basically, the role of the welding is just to join the metal with the application of heat or with the application of pressure or with the application of another type of features that is will be introduced in the later slides or later lectures. So basically, the objective is to join the metal with the help of different type of techniques without the wastage of material, without the wastage of too much amount of money for a particular welding operation. And there are some type of welding are required for the skill level, some type of welding required non-skill level. So these are the time of welding skill level are required for the spot welding because we required for some standard parameters for that to analyze the welding is completely joined or not, and the quality will be of the workpiece after the weld are the good or not. So these all are the checking by the some skill level. So with the end of this lecture, I thank you for listening patiently. If you have any doubt, any query, you will be asked me on my email ID to drop a mail that is amit.tiwari@mycanva.com. And if you want to contact me on my mobile number, you will be also carrying my mobile number at 69031 9448 for this query. Then you will be asked to something about my contact mobile number or as well as my email ID. Thank you so much for listening patiently. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.